What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G. I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna do things a little different. Today we're actually gonna do a little bit more of investigating today. So if you haven't heard, a guy by the name of Stepdaddy Dro, his real name is Tyrone Davis, and his girlfriend Lulu went on a cabin trip. They're a famous couple from Broward. They went on a cabin trip from Broward up to Gainesville, and Tyrone Davis never made it back. He passed. And there's been a lot of suspicion around his death, and there's a lot of people calling for, more things to be done. The Gainesville Police Department came out and released a statement and basically said that his death had nothing to do with foul play. But a lot of people have speculated that she had something to do with his girlfriend Lulu. Now, I've been I'm not up to date on this. I can't lie to you. So we're gonna get up to date together. And I'm gonna give you, some backstory with videos from other people. I'm just gonna give you guys their social media. So if you haven't heard, you can go look at it yourself. And we're just gonna try to break it down and have I'm gonna give you a friendly analysis on what I think happened and on what people have said. Condolences to his family. He's already had his funeral. He was a popular content creator. And it's just been some stipulations that have just not added up with this whole thing, and it's just crazy. I've been seeing it all over my Facebook, but I thought he was from Gainesville, because I'm from the 352 area. I thought he was from Gainesville, but come to find out he's not from Gainesville. So they went on a cabin trip. He got her a cabin. They seemed very in love on social media. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna break it down, but first we're gonna start with the video of what the family thing happened. This is from the news West 20. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get into it, man. Peace. So now let's get down into it. Let's break it down. So right here we have the article. It says family questions circumstances of Gainesville man's death on Arch Road. Again, he's not from Gainesville, but let's get into it.
The man who died in Gainesville in December say the information they're receiving is inconsistent.
Gainesville police officers say his death is not suspicious. Well, TV20's Kayla Lewis joins us now along Archer Road, where officers say the man was found. Kayla, what are family members saying is the most frustrating part of the investigation?
Family members of Tyrone Davis Junior say the most frustrating part about his death is the unknown. They say they don't believe he jumped out of a moving car. Gainesville police officers say on December 27th, officers came to the area of Southwest Archer Road and I-75 after receiving reports of an injured person. Detectives say their initial investigation determined Davis did jump out of a moving vehicle while in traffic, saying he sustained significant injuries to his head. After a few days at the hospital, he died. Family members say they don't believe he would jump out of a car and say it doesn't make sense why his girlfriend, who was supposedly driving, would leave him on the side of the road. Davis's father says
I ain't gonna lie to you. I just now that's suspicious now. Now him jumping out of the moving car, I'm not gonna lie to you. At the end of the day, I don't think a man would jump out of a moving car if he's sober. I don't know if he was sober or not. We're gonna get into this and get into what the family said. But if my partner jumped out of a moving car, I am not leaving them there. I'm not leaving them there. I'm going to stay by their side. I'm not going to just let them lay in the road. That questions the love that you have for a person. That questions the overall respect that you have for a person. Like at the end of the day, if I'm driving and my girlfriend jumps out of a moving car, I'm not just going to keep riding and leave her there, because at the end of the day, there is still the thought in the back of my mind she could die. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of suspicious.
This is having the full story.
He didn't deserve this, All I really want, is answers to what belongs to me, I'm not asking for, no GoFundMes, no money, no nothing. I just want candles, and prayers and answers, And as a father, what more can you ask?
Family members and friends have been posting on social media and even calling us here at TV20 saying they still need answers. Officers say the investigation is still ongoing. Detectives say they do have a lot of evidence and information and are calling Davis's death tragic but not suspicious. Live in Gainesville, Kayla Lewis, TV20 News.
Now I'm not gonna listen. We're here to bounce things off of each other. Again, y'all are gonna watch this pre-recorded, but this is in real time for me. There is still the possibility that she pushed him out of the car too. Like I've done stuff irrationally, like open the car door and say I'll jump out of the car, but I'm not for real. You know what I'm saying? And what if they could have had a heated argument or heated exchange, and she snapped and pushed him out of the car? That's murder. That's murder. That's 100% murder. If she did that, that's murder. If she opened that door and pushed him out, that is murder, chat. That is murder. I don't again, we're just bouncing things off each other. This is an open investigation right now, so they're still investigating it. It's not closed. So everything is on the table. It's a possibility. There is a possibility that she did push him off. Or did she push him? Yes, possibility. Yes, there is. Yes. Now, this is his Facebook, right? Drove that N-word. This is his Facebook. He had 13,000 followers. Now, this is the cabin trip that everybody was talking about. I love you, Lulu. This is his girlfriend. This is the cabin trip that they were talking about that they went on. The famous picture that's going viral right now.
I did it with sticky notes. You had to stop. You like, I know that's not what I see.
I saw it, I caught something. You doing something earlier.
You like,
really?
This is on December the 26th, so it was around Christmas time when it happened.
I love her creative.
When they did this.
It's super creative. Super creative.
I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, she's not coming yet. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. I was stabbing by a wifey who she put her shit over. She like, what's going on? She like, I like that. I like that. I love you.
I love you too.
Man, I love you. You my everything.
Oh my God. Love, I love you, Lou.
Yeah, so I can close the door.
I love you, Lou.
Take your time. Babe, I love you. You my everything.
I love you so much. Here, give me a kiss.
I love you too.
You're so perfect.
It gets better.
Yo, my baby is out here. I can't go outside.
You don't punish me, right?
How does this love and just his sheer love for her, you can tell he loved her, his sheer love for her result in him losing his life? You know what I'm saying?
Dro and Lou, holla what they do. I got you, Lou. I swear I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about a damn thing. I got you, baby. Christmas 2025, we live.
Christmas gifts.
Thank you so much, woman.
My bad.
That's why.
Look at this, man. Christmas gifts, alone time, his the thought that he has for her, everything. He could tell he really genuinely loved this woman. And the fact that she left him on the side of the road, even if he did jump out, she still left him. It's just absolutely beyond me. I can't comprehend that. There's no absolute way you're going to sit here and tell me that this man did all of this for you. And maybe y'all had a disagreement or something, but even if he did jump out of the car, you left him? No way, man.
I ain't gonna never not date you. If you don't know by now, I'm gonna tell you anyways. Today's finna roll the dice. Roll the dice today. Why you crying? You don't even know what's going on. Baby!
I hate to see stuff like this, dude. I hate to see stuff like this, man. You hate to see stuff like this. Like, this guy really loved this girl.
Merry Christmas, baby. We're gonna make this one here intentional. So, love you, baby. Shit ain't like me no more. It ain't like me no more. It don't like me no more. Out the way, but round the way with B. You know what I'm saying? Alright, say, do it softly. So it's finna go down right now. So look, so this how this going, baby. Finna explain the game to you. So we finna roll the dice today. I know you like gambling. I know you like playing. You feel what I'm saying?
He even incorporated what she liked, bro. I just can't. You definitely. I don't know this guy. He never really seen his content or anything like that. This is my first time looking into him, but you can definitely tell by this that he loved this woman. He absolutely loved her, and there's no way that she did not feel this love. And the fact that he did all of this, and you could just feel the love and aura coming off of this video. And there's no way that she didn't feel it. So there's no way that she didn't feel it. And if she just left him there, even though he jumped out of the car, they had a disagreement, whatever, she did not love him. There was no love on her part. She loved what he did for her. This is what I'm getting. She loved what he did for her. He loved her. And it's sad that cost him his life. It sucks.
And it's crazy because I don't even, the games that I play, I never use dice. And mind you, except for craps when I just started learning that. But so this make it even more fun because I never roll dice.
Okay. So this is how this for to go. So we're gonna roll the dice, right?
Black Santa.
You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Heavy on the black Santa. I'll get distracted, but it's okay. Man, let's cheers to that. Cheers to 100 more years together. All right, so boom, this is how the game finna go. So we finna roll the dice, and whatever, we finna move the cards first off. Whatever dice, this is what we're gonna. Okay, then we on a whole nother level. Just chill. So we finna roll the dice, right? And whatever it landed on, see it's 4, you got to pick up a number 4 box. You get what I'm saying?
No.
Easy. I just want to vibe and slip it. First, ladies always first.
Let's see. Come on, Lou. What you trying to do?
Ooh, number 5, we live. Okay, so boom. 5 right there and 5 right there. It's on you, however you want, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna take this 5.
Okay, 5. We live. Let's see what the gift feels. Ooh, you slid that bitch. You slid that bitch. You do. That's exactly why I got that. That's how you stepping on right out the gate. That's crazy. Exactly. Lou trying to do what she do. All right.
He loved her, man. He loved the dude. Oh man, he loved the dude. He loved her. He loved it, and his love.
All right, so I just won the Chipotle card. Baby, you on next. Let's see. But you didn't really eat Chipotle like that, so it's like, yeah.
So you roll a dice.
Okay, come on. What you gonna do?
That's
4. Okay, pick 4.
Okay, green machine.
Okay.
4. Oh, this don't even supposed to be like that though. But it's all good. I want to stop.
Talking. Ooh, it's your favorite color.
Definitely blue. You know, Lou, what they do.
All right, so I just won the Chipotle card. Baby, you on next. Let's see.
That's that. And then again, Derica. Now this is another thing that caught. I didn't read this when I was going on his page. Derica Kelly said his YouTube channel is deleted too, and that's crazy. And she said he had no phones on him or nothing when he was found. And she said 5 miles away from the cabin, if I'm not mistaken, even if he got in the car or what happened, I don't think he would have left or walked off or anything without a phone. People do not have multiple phones for nothing. We be needing them. In the videos he posted, he has 2 or 3. I wonder, bad grammar. I wonder have they gotten those or checked them. I honestly don't think she did it. There's definitely a third party involved and she's hiding something, especially if you sat at a store for 5 minutes. That doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not leaving my man in no dark or nowhere. We not from alone. I don't care how mad we are, and we don't know much, y'all. How was he when they found him? Any scratches, bruises? If she hit him with a liquor bottle, you would be able to tell. The bottle is out of the question, and a lot of y'all saying she was mental or didn't show no emotion in the videos. That's not true. I went through her whole page and his and watched the videos. They've been together a while and they were indeed very happy and in love. Why would she wait all these years or this trip and do something? I definitely think it's beyond what we are thinking. There are way more to the story. Prayers for the families. Lord, this is tragic, but only God truly knows what transpires. Let's continue to lift this family up and keep them in our prayers. Yeah, we want to keep them in our prayers 100%. Now I can say this. I tried to go to his link tree. Right, I tried to go to his YouTube, and his YouTube has been terminated. Right, it says for third-party claims of copyright infringement. So I tried to go to his TikTok. Right, you go to his TikTok. TikTok's not there. Why is his TikTok now that I found suspicious? Why is both of his YouTube and his TikTok deleted? What transpired there for his YouTube and his TikTok to be deleted? Now that I want to know. Now that I have questions about, but as you can see here, he was an avid father. He was a great father. He loved his kids. He also loved this woman, man. As you can see here, he loved this woman. He loved his wife. They were married. So at the end of the day, he felt like he had a special woman, a special person, and he did anything he had to make his woman happy. As you can see here, they went on a date. He rented a Ferrari.
One I trust. Hey, you my queen, well team, and ain't no why nuts. If they were really meant to be, then why we gotta rush? Hey, when staring you in your eyes, I like how you blush. Hey, when you start closing your eyes, I know you bout to nut. I hate it when you think too much. All your insecurities, I like you the way you are. Girl, you know it's you and me, us against the whole world. I will never play with your love, girl.
He was an avid, man. He was an avid guy, dude. He was a great guy from what I see. He was a great guy, great person. Family loved him. We're going to get into what the family has to say about and speak about this in a minute. He was a great guy, great content creator. But if you go to her page, that damn Lulu, Katie, she's 28,000 followers. She's on Instagram. I couldn't find her Facebook page, but she has him on there as well. They were in love. Like I can't find nothing bad about them. I can't find or see anything bad about them. So that's why I say this kind of hits a little differently, because why did she leave him? That will always be something I will ask. Why did she leave him? They're in love and everything. They do content together. All of this. Why did she leave him in the dark from what the family proclaims and what people proclaim? This is from their wedding. Yeah, man, they were in love, husband and wife. Cabin trip, just all of a sudden turns tragic. How? Why? We'll get into that right now. So I went and found a YouTube video, right? So this is the backstory. Somebody put all these together, and I got some videos of my own that I'm going to play. That was sent to me, and we're gonna break it down, and then we're gonna break the analysis. Okay, so we're gonna break this video down.
Materials, possessions. My son worked for that. This family raised him right. For him to accomplish all the goals that he did. This more than a son to me. All I ask for, just give me what belongs to me. That's answers to my son. We ain't caring about no possessions. We ain't even worried about no bank accounts, because we gonna handle that. We just want justice. Because at the end of the day, when they give us, whatever they have, that they come to a conclusion with, it ain't gonna heal that wound.
Why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital?
Ooh, see, this is why I like watching now, chat. See now we getting down to the nitty-gritty. Why would you transfer the money the day after if he had a split account with his mother? Now, Lulu is now that does not make you look good. Now that does not make you look good. Because the day after your husband just died, you left him for dead. Even if we're going to go with he jumped out of the car. You left him for dead. But then the day after you transfer the money out of his account, your mind is on money? Don't look right.
My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone. You got access to his bank accounts. If you ain't money hungry and desperate and you got all access to everything he got, we ain't worried about no worldly possessions. We screaming justice over here. We want justice over here. It ain't about the money. He got $1 million wardrobe.
When Tyrone Davis Junior, known by his followers as Stepdaddy DRO, suddenly died in late December, his death shook everyone who knew him. He wasn't just a content creator. He was someone who connected with his fans on a personal level, sharing his life, his humor, and his authenticity. But his life was abruptly taken, and in its wake, an overwhelming amount of questions emerged that no one could seem to answer. Tyrone's death occurred during a supposed peaceful vacation getaway with his girlfriend. It was meant to be a simple escape from the chaos of life, a retreat to clear the mind and refresh. But something went terribly wrong, and the vacation that was supposed to be a break became a nightmare. His tragic passing left his family heartbroken and searching for answers. But the real twist in this case didn't come from the police. It came from Tyrone's aunt, Natasha Davis. In a live stream that went viral, Natasha shared her raw grief, frustration, and suspicion surrounding her nephew's death. It wasn't just an emotional outpouring. It was the first real crack in the silence surrounding what happened. "I need to know the truth," Natasha said, tears in her eyes, her voice shaking. She was speaking not just for herself, but for her entire family. The details of Tyrone's final moments didn't add up, and she wasn't about to sit back and accept whatever story was being told. Natasha knew her nephew, and she wasn't going to let the truth be hidden away. In that live stream, Natasha spoke with pain and urgency. She revealed how Tyrone's girlfriend, the woman he had trusted, had been telling different versions of what had happened during that ill-fated trip. One minute, she claimed Tyrone had gotten out of the car after a fight, and the next, there were other conflicting details. Natasha...
So he didn't get pushed out. So he didn't jump out of the car. So if he got out of the car and he walked, right? How did he end up where he was if he got out of the car? It ain't making no sense.
Was not buying it. Her intuition told her something wasn't right, and it wasn't just her. Many of Tyrone's close family members shared the same concern. But Natasha didn't just ask for answers, she demanded them. "We need to know what happened," she urged, her voice breaking as she called on anyone who knew something to come forward. Natasha wasn't just another grieving aunt. She was a woman on a mission, determined to get the truth for her family and for Tyrone, who could no longer speak for himself. Her live stream sent shockwaves through both her family and Tyrone's followers. It wasn't just a grieving woman speaking out. It was a family demanding justice for a loved one who was gone too soon. Natasha's plea for answers resonated deeply with people all over. They didn't just want to know what happened. They wanted justice. People...
Well, why hasn't... has Lulu... I really want to know, has Lulu said anything? Has Lulu came out and did a live or anything or said anything? Like, at the end of the day, yes, understand it's okay to let the investigators do their job, but you were the only other person that was with them. You have the account. And sometimes silence speaks volumes, if you know what I'm saying. Sometimes silence will really, really, really speak volumes. I'm really intrigued and eager to hear what she had to say firsthand.
Who had followed Tyrone's journey online began sharing her video, spreading her call for truth far and wide. The more Natasha's live video was shared, the more people started to question the circumstances of Tyrone's death. Fans and followers who had admired him for his humor and relatability were now questioning the narrative they had been given. Could it be that something darker had taken place? Tyrone's followers didn't just watch from the sidelines. They joined the conversation. Many of them began to share their own suspicions and theories about the vacation gone wrong. Could there have been foul play involved? Why had the girlfriend's account changed so many times? And most importantly, why were there so many inconsistencies in the story being told? Natasha wasn't the only one asking these questions. Her audience was too. But what did the authorities think? The police hadn't made any public statements or given any substantial updates. The investigation seemed to stall, with little to no new information. It was as if everyone was waiting for the story to die down.
I mean, if you want to be honest, if they rule it a homicide, right? If they rule it a homicide, there's only one person that's a person of interest. That's a suspect, and that's Lulu, because she was the only person there. So at the end of the day, all of this weight falls on her because it was only you and him. There was nobody else in between you guys. You didn't bring anybody else that we know of. So it falls on you. What happened to this? What happened to Tyrone? You're the only one that can answer that question because you were the only one there. So this all falls on you. It falls on your shoulders. This is on you. Well, not saying it's on her, but the weight of this is carried by you. So everybody's suspicion and everybody's fingers are going to be pointed right at you. Even if this is an innocent death, even if he did die innocently, it's still always going to fall on her because she was the only one there.
But Natasha's live stream made sure that wouldn't happen. She made sure the truth didn't get buried. Every day that passed without clarity only deepened the family's suspicions and frustration. Despite the questions swirling around his death, Natasha's family didn't give up. They kept pushing, they kept searching for the truth. The mystery of what really happened to Tyrone Davis Jr. had captured the attention of not just his family, but of countless strangers who now stood in solidarity with them. And Natasha, she refused to back down. She had witnessed her nephew's transformation over the years, from a simple man to an online sensation. She knew the man he had become, and she wasn't going to let his story end with a cover-up. The public attention on Tyrone's case had ignited a sense of urgency, not just within the family, but among the people who had been following his journey online. Natasha, through her live stream, had opened the floodgates of public interest, and now everyone was asking, what really happened to Tyrone Davis Jr.? The reactions were swift and relentless. Viewers from all over rallied behind Natasha, demanding justice, but also seeking clarity. The situation was tense, the emotions raw, and the stakes high. Natasha's own resolve became the anchor of the investigation, and while the authorities didn't have the answers, the community was beginning to make noise. The family, supported by Tyrone's fanbase, wasn't going to let this story be forgotten. As time went on, Natasha found herself balancing between grief and determination. She still couldn't comprehend why anyone would harm her nephew, and every new piece of information only raised more questions. She kept her live streams going, her calls for justice echoing louder with each passing day.
And when I tell you he did it, no other person can do it better than him when it comes to how to treat a lady. He wasn't fake, he wasn't phony, he always been real. That Leo in him is a leader, a go-getter, a dresser, and know how to take care of his kids and love on his woman. And when I tell y'all it wasn't just for no social media, that was him, whether it was a holiday, whether it was a regular day, he treated her with the utmost romantic special love.
Now that's what I'm saying. And she touched on my point. If he treated her this way, this says a lot about her character, right? For a man to treat you this way and to do right by you always, no matter if it was on social media, no matter where it was, and for you to leave him on the side of the road or let him walk away in the dark, says a lot about her, not him. Says a lot about her. There is a lot to be said without being said. If you look at this case, if you look at what's going on here, we got a man that loved his wife with the utmost respect, treated his wife with the utmost respect, adored her, absolutely adored her, and absolutely treated her the best way. And we have a woman who took this in and still forgot about this in a pivotal moment right before he passed and allowed him to put himself in harm's way or harmed him. That's deep.
And that's how he do his family. Not just the mama, not just the daddy, not just the aunties. My nephew was that guy. A shining light from up above. God made him different. He walked around different. Full of love, full of laughs, full of goals. And when I tell you that's for the smile that he brought with it, because it wasn't nothing but love when he walked into a room. It is a big deal. And this is what I gotta say about this situation that got us all mixed up until we get rest. And let me tell you something. Before we start anything, before I even came on this live, we started off in prayer, because you best believe we know the man up above. And as much as you say you know the God, go to God, we done did that and we still doing that. And some of us, it's hard to pray when you in them shoes. It's hard to talk to God when you in them shoes. And if you ain't been in them shoes, humble yourself, pipe down, because you can't speak on nobody's family. Now I want to address this. But why the auntie got something to say? Because guess what? It's one voice. And when big dog Tyrone in the building, he got a daddy. He say, take off, Tasha. And guess what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what we going to do. We going to stand together. One more time, I'm going to show y'all. And let me tell you, this family got some goons. But because we know God is going to handle this situation, he going to fix it. And when I tell you Jesus going to well fix it, that the truth shall come forward. And guess what? Revenge is his, and it's going to happen. You best believe we going to get justice. You best believe we ain't laying down until justice come, because that's how we built. We've been strong for this death situation come. This is how our family rock. Anytime, anyway, whether it is the good or the bad, we always got each other back. You know why? Because we supposed to. And it's just...
I ain't gonna lie, she's speaking. She need to be a motivational. She is speaking, bro. She's speaking, and you can tell they're hurt. And I would be hurt too, because, bro, this man seemed like he was a great person. Great guy. He was a great guy, great person, good spirit. Everybody loved him. Those are the type of people you hate to lose, man. It's crazy.
Made us go 20 times stronger about this situation. So I want to tell y'all this. Let me sit down one time, because I gotta tell y'all. And this has got to be the biggest thing that took us out of the new year, that hit us and impacted us so hard. But I'm gonna start off with Uno. Thank everybody that's been reaching out, reposting, resharing, also just showing love for this family and the burden that we carrying, understanding how my nephew went on a vacation and ended up under a bridge. We know when you pulled off in that car, you pulled off with his cell phone, you pulled off with his wallet, and you pulled off with his gun. No man on planet Earth, he had 2 phones, and you pulled off with all his stuff. But one.
Yeah, I as a man myself, right, I'm gonna tell you this. It's just 3 things that I don't leave. I don't leave my wallet, I don't leave my gun, and I don't leave my phone. Like, I just find it hard to believe that a man, right, of his caliber and of his status in a place that he's not from is going to leave his gun or his cell phones or his wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me at all. I just, as a man, right? Because we're protectors and providers. You ain't leaving the things that you need to protect and provide. You just ain't doing it.
Thing I gotta say, yes, we said it started at the hotel. We know that. I can't tell y'all, McGuire. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said on my Facebook, and if you didn't see it today, I said one thing we do know. We don't know what happened, but we do know he ain't Humpty Dumpty. He ain't sat on the wall and had a great fall. Guess what? I know one thing happened, and whatever it is that happened, we praying that it come forward. I also know y'all left that cabin and y'all went and got a room, because y'all checked out the cabin. Y'all got a room. Then you said that you left the room and you went to Papa John's Pizza. Guess what?
We've been there too.
The detective said you've been to Papa John's Pizza. And guess what? The Davis family did their own investigation. When they hit Gainesville, you best believe they just towed Gainesville streets down for answers. I didn't tell y'all this because my live went dead the last time. It was a homeless man under a bridge. Under that same bridge, they found my nephew's body at. Let me tell you, say it again, brother. The pizza on the ground flew out the box. The chicken wings flew out the box. So he went to the hotel to check in on camera. He went to the Papa John's Pizza place on camera. And guess what? Everything was working fine. Everything was working by God Almighty power. All bones, all limbs, nothing fractured in his.
So he went. They checked into a room. They left the cabin, checked into a room. They went to Papa John's Pizza. He had the pizza on camera. So then he's found under a bridge with the wings and the pizza out of the box. So that means something had to transpire for those wings and pizzas to be out of the box.
He left the Papa John's people.
But when he got out that car.
And guess what? Papa John's and the bridge less than 10 minutes apart. So that means, girl, that demon rose up in you as soon as that man got back in the car. You started at the cabin, and after y'all got food, you still on that. You still on that. So between Papa John's and the bridge, something had to happen. And I'm going to tell you, like the homeless man said, by the time he looked over, he barely saw a stagger, and he collapsed. So, okay, I'm going to run it back. Under that bridge, something happened. I don't know these people in Gainesville. I know a lady that said to me, and shout out to you, ma'am, you said that it's a lot of powerful people you know in Gainesville. Next thing I know, I got a dispatch call saying pedestrian versus sedan. Said a bystander, a vehicle, a passenger. No, this baby, this old. This on my page. A passenger saw pedestrian get hit by a vehicle. They said the caller got out because he was in the middle of the road, and caller is blocking pedestrian with their vehicle. Now, why would they be in her Infiniti truck? And guess what?
She don't drive.
She don't drive. Her ankle broke.
And
guess what? Miss Lou ain't Lou. Her name Kiara.
Her ankle is broke, and if I'm not recall, it is the right foot, so she can't drive. So why was she driving? We ain't making no speculations, but it ain't okay.
Miss Lou is a girlfriend to T2. She's not his wife, and I know it's so much mixed up communication.
Oh wait, so Miss Lou ain't his wife.
on this situation, but it's okay. I'm gonna tell you this: the investigators are doing their job heavy. It's wide open. They're going full.
I apologize for saying that Lou is his wife. She's not his wife. Miss Lou is his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend. So we're gonna fix that right now. That is his girlfriend.
Force because this family ain't letting up, so we gonna let them do their job. We don't know what happened. We know he ain't Humpty Dumpty, but we gonna get to the bottom of it, and we gonna have patience and wait. Yes, everything is moving by God's power, and it's gonna be released by in the name of Jesus. We speak that for justice. Not even with that being said, so I'm gonna leave y'all there because that's what we stuck at right now while they do the investigation. Number 2, why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital? My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone. You got access to his bank accounts. If you ain't money hungry and desperate and you got all access to everything he got, we ain't worried about no worldly possessions. We screaming justice over here. We want justice over here. It ain't about the money. He got $1 million wardrobe. He got a son. You think we give a darn about the clothes? We would rather have my nephew here. We would rather have my nephew with breath in his body. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you real quick. I said he should have dusty rolled in the car, fired on the shut him out, took the domestic violence charge, and then just bonded out. But he's not that guy. He's not that guy. No.
So they must have got into an altercation. So what the auntie is insinuating, they got into an altercation. Is what I'm hearing. They got into an altercation, and instead of having put his hands on her, he chose to back up and be a bigger man. Because at the end of the day, like she said, it could have got physical, and he didn't want it to get physical. But I mean, I'm never gonna say a man should put his hands on a woman. Now, I'll never say that. But at the end of the day, if that would have saved his life and he had to go to jail or bond out, kudos. But he didn't know that. He didn't know when he was stepping out of that car that'd be his last time. He didn't know that. So we could say what else? We could say this and that, but he didn't know that. And he was being the bigger man.
I'm letting them know he's not that guy. He's not a woman abuser. He ain't gonna put his hand on a woman. But I was thinking every scenario, maybe she didn't do it. And I know one thing for sure. Not only that, let me say this. Let me say to this. She put the account to 0. Yeah. But this is what I want y'all to think about. If all family mourning and all family really going through all kind of anger and emotions, and y'all can hear it in me, and it is real. By my nephew, it's a big deal. By all family members, it's a big deal. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with everything in me. This woman got the nerve to think she going to come to his funeral?
Welcome to Lauderdale. Welcome to Lauderdale.
That's the daddy. That's why you think you going to come to his funeral? I think you better get a rain check, baby. I think you need a rain check. Because when I tell you, this ain't what you want.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Again, like I said, everybody's innocent to proven guilty. I think they're speaking irrational right now when they say that she can't come to his funeral. Yeah, I understand she was the last person seen with him, but there is no physical evidence that she did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I understand he died while he was with her, and you know what I'm saying. They had a misunderstanding. They had words, heated exchange, whatever. But there is no physical evidence that she was the cause of his death, right? Per the law. So at the end of the day, I understand where they're coming from with this, but it's coming from a place of hurt, not rationality. And I understand it's hard to be rational when you have feelings intertwined. You got feelings bent up into a bind. So I understand where they're coming from. But to completely just say that this was her fault, that she did this, and say, oh, you can't come to his funeral, and make her feel even more guilty than what she already feels, I think that's just absolutely insane. But I mean, you got to also rationalize with them where they're coming from. It's a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying?
Tell her come, she can sit between me and my sister. She can come.
Listen, one thing about it, 2 things for sure. That ain't what you want. God ain't even going to allow that. Girl, you ain't got balls like that anyway. So I'm just going to call a spade a spade. All right, sister? I respect that. So let me calm down. Let me calm down. But guess what? We one we one sound. That's all I want to say. And also, before I pass this phone, sister, what you said? Cause what you said? If the roles were reversed, my nephew would have been booked under the jailhouse. Wasn't nothing you could tell them people, her family members, her mama. He wouldn't have left her. Say that again. He wouldn't have left her. If the roles was reversed.
Now, hey, that's some real spill. Again, go back to what I said when I first originally opened this up. If you love a person, you ain't leaving them. If that was my girlfriend, wife, whatever, I don't care if we had a physical altercation. I'm not letting you get out this car where you don't know anybody here, or I'm not allowing you to jump. I'm coming. If you jump out the car, I'm stopping the car right there. Hey, get back in here. Well, we can talk about this at the hotel room or whatever. You know, we can sleep. I'll sleep in the bathroom or whatever I got to do. But I am not allowing you to sit here. I am not leaving you here. I ain't doing it. That's the love in me and care for me. At the end of the day, love will always outweigh hate. It should always outweigh hate. That's why I say I don't really think she felt as strongly as he did. Like, I don't think the way he felt about her, she didn't feel that way about him. And that this shows.
First, that nigga would have been in booking before he could have even made a step from the gas station to the hospital. But T2 is not that guy. His heart too good. He loved her too much. And then for you to show your love, if not any other time, now was the time. The lies, the lies, the lies. That's what we got problem with. All the lies. This is my big brother, Big Ty. When I tell you, I respect everybody who making their posts. Y'all content creators trying to make y'all money, do what y'all do. Y'all, it's fine. It's positive. Y'all forcing justice for T2, draw, whatever. But y'all kind of taking it a little too far. Somebody posted my dad in the casket. We not too long ago lost my dad. Come on, y'all doing a little too much. Some people need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. It's going a little out of hand. But I respect everybody who got love for us and gave us thank you for what we going through. Yeah.
Hey, listen, y'all, I want to thank all y'all who've been sharing, you know. I don't care about nothing but what belongs to me. Materials, you know, possessions. My son worked for that. You know, this family raised him right, you know, for him to accomplish all the goals that he did. This more than a son to me. You know, right now I'm walking in the...
There's a father that's mourning the loss of his son. And I'm telling you, all he wants is answers. So all he wants is answers. And he deserves them. And I hope he gets them. You know, whether it's charges or just clarification on how his son died. He deserves it.
Spirit, you know, called the flesh. My guts on the ground. If it weren't for this right here, if it weren't for this here, y'all, if it weren't for this, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know, I ain't asking for nobody to throw nobody under the bus. And I want to say thank y'all, you know, but I do deserve to know, you know, justice for my son. You feel me? Right now ain't the time, you know, right now ain't the time for, you know, the crooked letter I. Cause we was about that. You feel me? Right now, all I ask for, just give me what belongs to me. That's answers to my son. We ain't caring about no possessions. We ain't even worry about no bank accounts because we going to handle that. Yeah. You know, if y'all seen the candlelight, y'all want to come out, you know, and share that, please support, please share. You know, if you see anything positive, we ain't trying to bash nobody. We want to speak on behalf of me and the rest of the foundation. You know, we just want justice because at the end of the day, when they give us, you know, whatever they have, you know, that they come to a conclusion with, it ain't going to heal that wound. I don't wish this on nobody. You know, I done cried. I woke up in the graveyard with my daddy, you know, because I needed answers. I'm asking the Lord, you feel me, to just hold on me. Tyrone, I'm senior, but I don't exist right now. There's the spirit in me. That's the only thing to keep me afloat. You feel?
Damn, man, this is a father. He's hurt, man. You can tell he hurt by this dude, and I would be too. You know what I'm saying? My son went on a peaceful getaway. My son was a great person, great guy. And he don't return. He don't come back. He don't make it back. You know, that's just crazy, dude. It's just absolutely crazy, man. Like I said, I hope this guy gets I hope he gets the justice that he deserves, dude. I mean, I hope he gets the answers that he deserves, because at the end of the day, this story is just crazy and it has so many holes in it. And I pray this family get the justice and the answers that they deserve.
And you know, for everybody out there to have a son or a daughter, teach them don't trust no motherfucking body. You feel me? And that's respectfully, because at the end of the day, we never thought this. We embrace people. And I ain't going to put it on my tongue to call no name. But at the end of the day, you see this here?
And they out the door too.
And I can look all out the door.
Yes. They're out there, the whole yard, the whole...
500 plus. We're speaking numbers. I'm just asking y'all to share anything, you know what I'm saying, that's pushing positivity to help me and this foundation over here, this David Strong Village, get closure and answers. That's all I ask for. What more can a father ask for? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, good job.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody. Like my family said, as a family, we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love the support. We love the love. We couldn't ask for more support. We ask that y'all continue to push the issue. Push the post. Pray. Speak to God, tell a friend, post it, share it. Somebody out there knows something, and we want answers. By any means necessary, we want answers.
And we ain't gonna stop until
we're not going to stop until we get answers. We was raised a family that prays together, stays together.
Amen.
But we was also raised, when you leave with somebody, you come back with who you leave with.
Amen.
She made it back, he didn't. We need to know why. And if you could give us answers, whatever those would be, we would have to take that. But she can't give us answers. Her answers ain't making sense.
And that's the thing, though. Like I said, and I don't fault them for not wanting her to come to the funeral, or didn't want her to come to the funeral, because you was the last one seen with him. Your story is inconsistent. We're not getting consistency with your story. Why aren't we getting consistency with your story? You ain't giving us the answers that we need, but you were the last person that seen him, so you should have all the answers. Now, I'm not saying Miss Lulu feelings don't matter. I'm not saying his girlfriend feelings don't matter, because she's probably in shock and awe as well, and she probably has a lot of different emotions running through her body, running through her veins. But still, man, it ain't gonna resonate with them, because they took a loss. You took a loss as well, but they took a bigger loss. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I said, it's a super situation, dude.
If you saw something, say something. Reach out. Our inboxes are open. I've never accepted as many friend requests as I've done in this last week, because anybody who wants answers, I need them. We need to know what happened to him. It ain't gonna bring him back. It's not gonna bring it back. And even if you don't feel comfortable talking to us, Gainesville Police Department will take all calls.
Now I'm gonna stop this video right here. I had this video that was sent to me, right? Hold on, let me go right in my downloads. It was a video that was sent to me of a person that was at the scene, right? So we're gonna talk about this. This is actually in Gainesville, right? This is from people in Gainesville. These people that were on the scene that found him, that found Dro.
He pulls forward and he stops. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And I honk, and he turns his blinkers on. Like, okay, he's not working. We go around, we see someone's in the road. She's a nurse, so we immediately pull over.
So where were you not to stop y'all?
We were in this lane.
Is the outside
his
lane?
car would have been right here.
He had the flashers on.
He has flashers. We got here, we see his body. He was up there about 15 feet. Yep. We get out. She immediately runs over. I had gloves in the car. She's checking him. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse. Okay. He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented. And I kept saying, "Hey, I'm a nurse. My name's Brandy. Can I help you?" No response. Kind of just kept moving around a little bit.
While she was on the ground, I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had 2 phones on him?
Yes.
3. He had 3. Oh, 3.
Yes, 3.
He had a this is what I thought was suspicious, is there was his wallet and his phone. There was about $15 in cash, like, laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They hadn't been.
So, to refute what his auntie said, he did have his wallet on him. His wallet was on him. So we're going to debunk that. The wallet was definitely on him. So nobody didn't rob him, and his phones. He had his wallet and his phones on him, apparently. That's what this guy just said. If you go back and listen to what he said. Hold on.
There was about $15 in cash, like, laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They hadn't been opened. The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this way if the pizza place is down that way?
Right.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate.
So if the pizza place was over here, right? The pizza place was down here. In the car, why is the car going this way towards the pizza place if he already has the pizza and the wings? That ain't making no sense. This is great context right here.
They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And their hotel was over here.
Yeah.
So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called
Thank you.
We called 911. By the way, I heard the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here. I didn't see anybody. So I just wanted to mention that.
Because we kind of thought that was a robbery or something like that. So we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. And we didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over, that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah. No, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no. I said, call right now.
And guess what?
So,
he reached out to me.
Good.
And he said that he was grunting when he walked over to him. As he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out his car and realized the paper was money, not paper. And that's when he said he picked the money up to put it back in his wallet.
Okay, well, there you go.
So at the end of the day, he said you pulled up. But he said when he walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
We got out right after he did, so
yeah, so it's right there.
Time.
Yes, very little time.
What I want you to
when
check
you
out.
Say 15 minutes. Hold on.
I know exactly where he was, but what do you want me to check out?
What I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
before the ambulance?
The ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I talk about is I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. As she alleged she was driving. I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him.
That ain't good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I said again, if she loved this man the way that she did, her reaction and everything would, first of all, if she loved him, this would never happen. Right? She would have never let him just wander off by himself. But now you know that something has happened to him visually. You can see EMT. You can see that something is not right with this person that you love, that brung you up here on this trip. And you walk up and just stand there. No tears. No reaction. Like, that just don't sit well with me, man. That just don't sit well with me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That don't sit well with me.
That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. She showed up to give her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? I'll be in there with him. It was nothing. I was nothing like that. There was no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment, and
yes, and here's the thing. January 6th, Gainesville, Gilchrist. No, Gainesville, I'm targeting just y'all. I talked to this guy who reached out to me right after it happened. I had 400 and something messages in my inbox going live. Something say on January 6th, check your messages. And the guy said I was the first one on the scene, and they joined me. They say the nurse was not my wife or my girlfriend. They came in another car afterwards. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you talk to the police? He said, I gave them my number. I gave the detectives and the police on the scene, and they never called to this day. They told the Davis family, we've been reaching out to him, but we couldn't get an answer. They also said that they wanted answers.
This is my cousin daddy, y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Also, Gainesville police, right? They're being horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Like, this is horrible. Like, I'm not a rocket scientist, and I'm not an investigator at all. I didn't go to school for criminal justice or anything of that manner. But I can definitely see by the things that I'm just watching, that we've watched here today, that something foul went on here. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to go off on a limb and say, I'm not going to go off the limb and say that, oh, it's definitely that she murdered him or that she killed him. But I can say this, she's definitely hiding something. There's definitely something that she is not telling that needs to be told. Because based on what that guy just said, for her to show up with no emotion and to make sure her story was straight, that means she wanted to make sure that she was not a person of interest. She wanted to cover her own back. There was no care in the world for this man that was laying in the middle of the street, that you so-called love, that even though y'all had a disagreement, that even though you allowed him to walk away and walk out of your sight and didn't care what happened to him, you did not care that he was laying on the ground, lifeless. No care in the world. Didn't care to check on him. How can you defend that as a detective? How? There has to be something there. There has to be something there. It has to be somewhere. There's no way that you can sit there and look at a person that you love, that you spent the last couple of years of your life with, lie lifeless on the ground, and you just walk up there and be numb. I hope this family gets the closure that they deserve. And I'm going to tell you my conclusion from all of this and what I've watched and everything that I see. I think she had something to do with it. I think Lulu had something to do with Dro's passing. And she knows more than what she's saying. I'm not going to go out there on a limb and say she murdered him or whatever, but I think that she had something to do with it. You're not going to tell me differently. I think she had something to do with it. And I think I think she knows more than what she's saying. And I pray Gainesville Police Department gets off their lazy ass and actually put some effort into this case, because the people on the outside are looking and solving more than they are. And I understand it's an open investigation, so they ain't gonna say much, but not interviewing this guy, not calling him, and just listening to the video that I just watched of one of the guys that was first on the scene literally say that she had no emotion, she showed no empathy. That's a red flag amidst itself. That's something that needs to be seen. That's something that needs to be talked about. But I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry for the long video. If you guys want more videos like this, send me different things that you want me to review. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, justice for Dro.